do you feel he'll give you in terms of your squad you don't already have?
No, for me the biggest mistake we can do with him is to put him under pressure in terms of he's very young, he needs to adapt. I met him for the first time in USA when we played against Palmeiras. He's a fantastic player. He's very young. He's happy boy. He's always laughing, typical from Brazilian guy, and we need to keep him happy.
Yeah, it was Hato. I was asking the Ajax.
Sorry.
Yes, the Ajax defender. Sorry, it's my terrible English accent, obviously.
No. It's my understanding is terrible.
He comes with quite a lot of pedigree to be captaining Ajax at 17, to be already part of that Dutch setup since 2023. What did you like about him? Because maybe leadership was something that you need. Everyone needs more leaders in their side. What did you see in him?
It's much more mature than his age. As you said already, captain and these kind of things, but even with him, the message is exactly the same. Different country, different league, different tempo, different intensity. So he needs to adapt, but for sure, no doubt that he's going to help us.
And in terms of the wish list before it shuts, how many more are you looking to come in? I mean, clearly every club you're being linked to people every day, but for you, like if you started the season with the squad you've got, how happy would you be?
I think I said already many times, until the window transfer is open, anything can happen in terms of player arrive, and then anything can happen in terms of player leave. We had a problem the last 2 days about Levi Colwill that we don't know how long he's going to be out. So for us, we see hopefully not too long, but for sure it's a problem for us.
What sort of problem?
We need to wait. We don't know yet.
Kieran?
Hi Enzo, how are you? There's a lot of noise around Nicholas Jackson, clubs who need a striker, and he's obviously a very good striker. Obviously Chelsea wouldn't let him go on the cheap, but would you prefer him to stay this summer to fight for his place? And how do you think he's dealing with so many reports linking him to Newcastle, to etc.?
No, Nico is okay. It's okay. I think, as I just said now, when the window transfer is open, unfortunately or fortunately, anything can happen. So this also involve Nico situation. At the moment, we also those are right two strikers, both of them in USA, João and Liam. So we'll see what's happening.
Nizar?
Hi, Enzo. I just wanted to ask you a bit more about pre-season. Are you worried at all that you might not be fit as the other teams when you start the season? You know, Crystal Palace, I think they began pre-season the day after you won the Club World Cup. So, do you think that that's going to cause any problems for next season? That you might not be as fit?
I don't know the answer, to be honest. I'm quite curious because it's the first time happened, so I don't know. It's strange. It's different, and I really don't know. I don't know. I'm curious because, as you said, Palace started the day after we finished in USA. We had 3 weeks off. Now we start 2 days ago. We have 2 friendly games in 48 hours, and then we go for the Premier League. So I don't know. We see game by game, day by day, how we are, but I don't know.
Have you done anything special, you or the medical staff or the fitness staff, in preparing the team for this unique, never before happened situation?
No, we just the focus was just to allow them to recover because we played 64 games. They never stopped for more than 1 year in a row. That is something that is not going to happen. It never happened before. So it was just the main focus was to allow players to recover, come back here, try to do our best, and then we see game by game.
Thank you, Nizar. Neil?
Yeah, hiya. Just how much compensate for the physical tiredness can the feel-good factor from last season help you at the start of this season? I don't know if you're coming back to training. Do you feel that players are up after that success at the end of last season? Can that carry on?
Yeah, I can say that the mood is I don't know if it's correct to say it's different, but it's much better in terms of when you finish the season in the way we finish, quite strong, top 5 conference and then the Club World Cup. So in any case, I think it's going to give players more energy, more boost. But as I said, we need to see how we manage this kind of situation that is new for everyone.
Can I ask you, how many days did you actually have off that you didn't do anything here?
I was the day after when we finished in USA for 3 weeks. But for the manager, you are always involved in a decision. Player arrive, player leave, so it's difficult to switch off.
Dan?
Enzo, we're always talking about players coming in, understandably, but has it been as important this summer for the club to get its business done, getting players out, so that you have a manageable squad? So you don't have 40 players to manage. You want fewer than that. And in particular, with last summer, there was a lot of talk around a bomb squad with people like Raheem and Ben Chilwell not being involved. What's the situation with them, and how important is it just for them as individuals to find somewhere new?
The situation, I think, is quite clear. They are training. I guess they are waiting for solution. But when they leave, it's just the club that they text me or they call me, even Tom, and that just mentioned me that Lesley joined Burnley. Mm-hmm. I have this kind of news from me or from the club, because I don't pay attention with the ones that they are training and they need to leave. I just focus on how we prepare the session, how we can win games, and this kind of news they are from Tom, from the club.
But what is the balance though between having enough players to cope with the demands of the season, especially after a short summer, and having too many to look after?
Oh yeah, for sure it's much better to work with 25 players than more the biggest number, no doubt. In this moment we are working with the ones that we want, and we see it from now until the window transfer finish.
Thanks, Dan. Liam?
Hi, Enzo. What's your approach going to be for these two friendlies? They're obviously the only friendly action you'll get before Premier League starts. Are you going to try and get minutes into as many players as possible, or try some tactical things as well?
Yeah, we're gonna try for sure to share minutes, all of them. Some of them, like Hato, they start very early compared to us. So we're gonna try to share minutes with all of them, and we'll see if we are going to try some different things in terms of tactical for the season.
Will that be important in terms of giving you more information as to where players are physically ahead of the Palace game?
Yes, knowing that I can see them in the last 2-3 days where we are physically. We have now 2 friendly games. We're going to try to share minutes, and then we focus on Palace game.
Thanks, Liam. Simon?
Enzo, just on Estevao, where do you sort of see him fitting in?
I will answer on that.
Where do you see him fitting in the team in terms of what position? Out wide as a number 10, where do you think he can fit into?
He can play everywhere. He's so good. And for me, it's like goal in terms. Careful. It's like goal in terms of position. He can play outside. He can play inside. He can play everywhere. In our 5 attacking position, for me, he can play everywhere.
And there's so much sort of talk around him, excitement. Is your biggest challenge to try and control that and try and take the pressure off his shoulders?
Yeah, it's on him. Probably with him, it's a little bit more. We need to pay a little bit more attention, because first of all, he's from the other part of the world, and also it's very, very young.
Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Is everybody all right? You still sleeping, just like me? What time it is? 4:30 or something in the morning in your location? All right, so welcome. Like I just said, God bless you for being here. Now, we are going to discuss about news in the world of football. So I will really appreciate if you can click that like button, first of all. And then you can also like I already said. You see, I'm still sleepy. So you can also comment and send your questions. So call us if you have time. If you don't have time, no problem at all. So today, actually, like now, nominees for the war, not the World Cup. What are you talking about? You need some coffee. For the Ballon d'Or, the nominees are gonna be published, or already published by now. Let me double check. So we're gonna discuss about who's gonna win it. Is Cole Palmer deserve to win it, or Yamal, or Dembele? Who is going to do the job? Okay. So we see only here like 1 hour to go, 2 hours to go, and then nothing else. You know, it's about the time. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen for the Ballon d'Or. The nominees, 30 of them, right? 30 of them. There are so many names there. But 3 names that I think they really deserve to be in the conversation: Yamal, Dembele, Cole Palmer, because of how amazing they were and how much they won during the season. That's the way it is. So get in the comment section down below and let us know who do you think is going to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm still waiting for the list here. I think it is on the L'Equipe website, because L'Equipe magazine is the organization that, you know, that gives that Ballon d'Or, even though it voted from journalists all over the world, but created by French magazine called L'Equipe. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So in the meantime, we're gonna search on some news from the net. Enzo Maresca press conference. Get in one of my channels, Green Turf, or I don't know, the Tech On. This same channel, you might find the full press conference, and not very good news for Chelsea, because just when you think everything is going good, and then you have Levi Colwill who is injured, and the way Maresca said it, it's clear, very, very clear, that he's gonna be out for a long period of time, because he's talking about the window still open and anything can happen, and especially because Levi is injured. I will add to that by saying that Wesley Fofana, you can't count on him. You can't count on that guy. He's always injured. You don't know how many games he's gonna be on the pitch. So just forget about it. Like Wesley Fofana, to be honest with you, is not in my mind anymore as a Chelsea player. That's how it is. So I don't feel anything. When he comes back, I don't feel anything. He's on the pitch, I don't feel anything. I'm like, yeah, just do it. And we don't know when you're going to leave, when you're going to get injured again. So you can't build a team around people like that, you know. Badiashile also, people forget that brother is injury prone too. I remember one year when he was like 8 months out, you know. He had a surgery and he went through rehab and then had some setbacks, and he's very, very injury prone. So you can't count on Badiashile, you can't count on Fofana. Fofana is worse. that for sure. But Badiashile, people forget that he's injury prone. Levi Colwill got a fair share of injuries during his time in the academy and also at Brighton. You know, you can't really call him injury prone, Colwill, but he also got his share of injuries. Chalobah, people forget under Pochettino that he was out for a long period of time when he put those muscles, and even his personal trainer was talking. He was talking back then how, you know, the program at the club was just so bad. It doesn't allow players to stay fit. Some stuff like that. So him also had a lot of injuries in the past, even though now he's getting better and better. So the conclusion is Chelsea needs to bring a centre back. A centre back needs to arrive as soon as possible. Less than 2 weeks, the Premier League is back. We're going to play Crystal Palace. So why can't we just steal their captain before we play them? We have to steal Marc Guehi. Chelsea Academy product, Chelsea through and through. He doesn't need adaptation. He doesn't need to switch cities and move from place to place. He can just stay where he is. He's already in London. He knows Cobham. He knows Stamford Bridge. That is his team. And he's going to be also very cheap. Very, very cheap. Why Guehi is going to be cheap? Very, very cheap. Because 1 year left on his contract. Only 1 year, right? And in that years, you're not going to charge people 50 to 60 million because you know that you're going to lose him on free. In January, he can sign a pre-agreement contract with, I think, teams out of the Premier League, not the teams in the Premier League, but you know what I mean. You know, so Chelsea could get him on free. Many teams can just wait and get him on free next season if he doesn't renew his contract at Palace. So this is the right time to sell him. And Chelsea got 20% resale value. When we sold him to Crystal Palace, I don't know, it was for how much, you know, 18 million or so. Very, very cheap. But we were smart enough to put the buyback clause. Not the buyback clause, but 20% of resale value, which means if Palace value Marc Guehi at 50 million, for example, 20% discount for Chelsea. That is logic, right? It makes sense. If they sell him to another team, Liverpool, Manchester City, or Newcastle, or whatever team, and Chelsea don't want to buy him, they sell him, Chelsea still get money from Guehi. But why are you not going to spend 30 million only on a quality captain material player like Marc Guehi? That makes sense. Yeah, like we can't miss on that opportunity. It's so cheap compared to the market right now. Imagine if he had like 5-year contract left. How much captain of Crystal Palace was going to cost? A lot of money, right? So Chelsea need to jump on this opportunity now so you can give Crystal Palace a little bit of time for them also to find a replacement. So in 2 weeks, you know, still time for them to get on the market. But Chelsea need to do something right now. So that is the first solution. Very cheap, quality player, can play from the back, captain material. He's a package, okay? Marc Guehi is a package. The hate that he's getting from Chelsea fans is because he's from Cobham. And you know our relationship with Cobham. You know, we hate them. Chelsea hating their own kid. That's the way it is in the community, because you have to cost 100 million and you have to be from France You have to be from Belgium. You have to be from Argentina, South America, or somewhere else. If you are a local boy from Cobham, we hate you. We destroy you. We're just waiting for I told you so. They don't represent us. It's them against us. We know how it goes in the Chelsea community when it comes to Cobham. But if Marc Guehi was from another country, another academy, it was going to be a totally different story. You were going to see all kind of campaign and propaganda and please tagging Todd Bowley and Chelsea sporting directors in every post, because he was going to be, oh my goodness, this is a steal. This is the best thing that could happen to Chelsea. But we had him on free, and now we have him on very, very cheap. But we don't care because it's Cobham. And you know what happened to Trevor Chalobah? Trevor Chalobah, you know the narrative about Cobham again. Oh, he's overrated by media. He's such and such. But every single season for 3 years, he ended up by being our best centre-back, regardless of the narrative and insult and narrative and lies on social media. He always, every single season, for 3 years, he got insulted, he got pushed away, put to the bomb squad, banned from facility at Cobham. He can't even eat over there, just to force him out. And always he comes to show people that God is God and people are evil. You know, like God is always going to win over evil. So, and if people don't learn from this experience about a player play for your team, it's your player, regardless of the country, regardless of the skin color, regardless of what, like, I've never seen any community with this kind of discrimination like Chelsea. Like, it's absolutely evil. So, Chelsea got, that is the one solution. Pay very cheap, 30 million or less. Get somebody who is ready to kick on. He's been training for a month now. They are in preseason for a month with Crystal Palace. He's ready, in shape. You don't have to adapt anything. Just plug and play. Plug and play. No adaptation. No, he need time. He need to, to get used to the weather, the food in London. No. He is plug and play. It's done. Okay, so the second solution for Chelsea will be, I will talk about the second solution in a while. Let me say hi to David. David Damonako. Damonako. Okay, Damonako. Mr. David. Afternoon, Sir Oaks. Fortunately, we have Tosin. But Tosin is alone. I just told you here. Yeah, we have Tosin. That is a bonus. He's a leader, that guy, Tosin. He's powerful, tall. He's just lacking the pace. He doesn't have the pace, and he doesn't really have the tackles. You know, those late tackles that Zuma used to put, Rudiger used to put, or even Chalobah got them, where you got undone, right? And Messi goes behind you, you got undone, and you follow and you put that clean tackle the last minute before they shoot. He doesn't have it, but due to his lack of pace. But other than that, he's very imposing in the box. He's taller than anybody. He scores with his head. He defends very well aerially. But if we play like high line the way Chelsea are playing right now, it's a nightmare for Tosin. And this is the reason why you see in those high line, that like we have to go like fire by fire, like PSG and Chelsea going toe to toe, right? And Chelsea pushing them far, like almost in halfway line. And then they are pushing also. They're not sitting back, but we are forcing they are forcing them to go back and back. They are forcing us also to go back and back, because one ball on top and we are finished. So you need the pace to recover. So Tosin in those kind of games is not that good. But when it comes to the teams that sit back, wait for us to come, Tosin had all the time on the ball, and he can recover because we have the ball often. So we need to try to compensate his weaknesses by putting some other players around him that can help in case, he can't recover on time. But listen, no player in this world is perfect. Even Van Dijk is very slow. And you can tell he lost a yard of his pace. And especially after that ACL injury, he's not the same. But still, he got a very, very high IQ. Defensive IQ, Van Dijk. Tosin got it, but he's not in the level of Van Dijk yet. So when you are very slow, you need to adapt your game. Just use your strength. And if we don't force him often, to push a lot, and he can sit, be comfortable in that area of the pitch, I think he's a great player, very, very good player. And the way he went for the first time back in Nigeria, during the small break that we just had, he went back home, Nigeria. He went to schools, he went to games, like supporting the local teams over there, charity and stuff. So nice to see that Tosin is doing good for the community, and very soon we hope that he can just make a decision and join Nigeria. He's been waiting for England for a very, very long time. And England are not taking him. So why not play for your motherland? Is there anybody got the list of nominees? All right, so we have for the women here, captain is a Chelsea player. Captain, did she leave Chelsea Football Club? So we have nominees here. Caicedo, not Moises, but wait. Linda Caicedo, she's from Colombia. It's not the Moises Caicedo from Chelsea, right? So I think the list of nominees are coming up now for the women first. For the women first, and you see Michelle Ayemang, the English young, very young, 19 years old bowler. Did you see her with England? Oh my Lord, she was a surprise for everybody. And then we have the 20 years old Linda Caicedo from Colombia. The third nominee is Winke, captain. Winke captain. I don't know. I have to double check if he made a switch from Chelsea to another team, but I think they will start by women. All right. They will start by women, and then they're gonna go slowly down. So 3 nominees so far for the women. I think women also are like 30 list of 30 people. And then the men also 30. So we are here waiting for the list. And if you are in the building and you want to say hi, you can say it in the comment, or you can call us and have your say. All right. Let me read some comment from my people here. UTC said that We sold Marc Guehi for 20 million, and now we're buying him for 70 million. It's the most Chelsea thing to do. Well, I'm not sure we are buying him for 70 million. How he's gonna cost that money? That is impossible. It's not gonna happen. No Chelsea, no any team in the world is gonna pay that kind of money. 1 year left on his contract. In January, he's a free agent. He can sign a pre-agreement and leave on free. You know, unless if Crystal Palace convince him to sign a new contract with a release clause. But I don't think he's going to go that way. He would prefer to leave on free and have the sign-on fee for himself, you know. So if Chelsea really come knocking the door, that boy loves Chelsea. He wanna play for Chelsea. He was captain in the academy at Chelsea Football Club. He didn't have enough chance in the first team. Only few games here and there. So he's coming with revenge. He wanna play for Chelsea. 1 year left on his contract. His market value is about like 35 to 40 million, according to the transfer market. It's logical. But Palace are asking for 50 million. They know it. If they say 70 million, because they want to negotiate with you, nobody is going to come and say, oh, I'm cheap. Hey, come and buy our player. First of all, they want to keep him. So they're going to try to make it difficult for any team to come and buy him. But they don't have the power. That's the problem. The length of the contract is absolutely short. All right? Less than a year. January you can sign for free to other teams. So panic is going on in the camp of Crystal Palace. They know it. They are panicking, but they're not going to show it that they are desperate to sell. But deep inside, they know that they might lose a lot of money on Guehi. 50 million is the maximum any team can pay for Guehi. And that is acceptable because he's the captain, Premier League proven. I think he's the real deal. Liverpool been trying to sign him, but they wanna get the Isak deal concluded before they move to him, Marc Guehi. So I don't think 70 million is gonna be the price. Hato can also play at centre back, right? But come on, bro. He's like 5'10". He's a very, very short guy as a centre back. Come on. You're gonna tell me Lisandro Martinez at my blah blah? No. Let play him like Cucurella, right? Just in case we are in crisis, you can play Hato as a centre back, but you know that he's gonna get bullied because people are going to target him. And he does good. He got great, actually, from the left-back position or inverting in the midfield. Why would you force him to be a centre-back while you have so many other options that are better than him as a centre-back? He's excellent as a full-back, as inverted full-back. Don't try to complicate things just like Chelsea been doing. It's a Chelsea thing always when we try to adapt people where they don't feel very comfortable. And of course, he can feel comfortable, right? But feeling comfortable doesn't mean you're going to give 100%. You might be 50% in that position. And the size is not working for him. He is a short guy. Let's not kid ourselves here. Mr. Jabi? Hi. David said, tell us about Xavi, please. If I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to say it here just for the pleasure of saying something. I was answering to some other questions and reading some other comments that are very important too. So we have a long show. We're going to talk about pretty much everybody, but what do you want me to say about Xavi when you have nothing to say? You know, I can't just like fabricate something. It's been very quiet in the last like five days or 7 days. it's been the same old, boring. He removed his, removed Leipzig from his page. He did this and that. Chelsea want to sell some players before they go for him. Chelsea haven't presented any official bid. It's been the same old. What do you want me to fabricate here, bro? I can't fabricate anything. Okay. Nottingham Forest made an approach to Hellas Verona for right back Jackson. I'm not gonna even Chouameni. Chanchua. I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna disrespect him. Alvaro Morata has been okay. Understand proposal has been improved today for Alvaro Morata to join Como from Galatasaray. Galatasaray, I don't know. They buy so many players. They have money, to be honest with you. They have Icardi, and then they bought Morata. Now they have Osimhen. So many of them. But Morata also really changed so many clubs. Juventus, AC Milan, Chelsea, Atletico, Real Madrid. He's one of those players that been almost all over the place, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is the most feared thing. The news just broke that James Maddison will miss the majority of the new season with an ACL injury. ACL injury. When I hear about ACL, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's done. Like, I don't trust anybody that had an ACL injury. Yeah, I know new technology, medicine is improving, but I've never seen anybody in my life that had an ACL injury, came back, and be the same. Van Dijk, yeah, but he lost a lot of pace. To begin with, he didn't have enough pace, and then he lost a yard, and yeah, he's okay compared to his own standard. He's still good because his level was so top that even when he's at certain level, people still think that, oh, he's good. But if you compare him before the ACL injury and after the ACL injury, it's like a big difference. You can name few that I know. Zlatan Ibrahimovic also had an ACL injury, and he's a lion, that guy. Other than that, look at Neymar. ACL injury, he can play now like 2 games, 3 games, boom, out for 2 months, 3 months. Like that ACL, when it's completely destroyed and they have to rebuild it, you are living with some artificial tissues out there. Your knee is not stable anymore. And if one of your knee is not stable, the other knee is going to get the impact. Your ankles are going to get the impact. Other part of the body, the muscles and everything around it is going to get an impact. It's going to feel the impact, and you're going to be injury prone, niggles here and there all the time. So Maddison, how old is he? 27 or 28? Very sad. I think he's going to miss the World Cup. Yeah. ACL, I've seen people go for 1 year, 2 years, of struggle. Yeah, it's over, man. It's over for Maddison. And Tottenham had, like 2 ACL injuries recently. And the fingers crossed, I don't want to think about the same thing for Levi Colwill. The way Maresca said it in the press conference today, it was scary because he said that we don't know yet. So probably they are waiting for the swelling to cool off. You're going to have to take a few days before you go to the scan and they can see what is wrong. So the way he said, we have to wait, we don't know yet. fingers crossed it's not the freaking stupid ACL thing. Ah, man. I hate that injury. If you have an ACL injury and you have Achilles injuries, those are like career-ending kind of injuries in the world of sport. Which is very sad. I don't want to even think about it for Colwill, because the way, if you just read the body language and the way he articulates that, you know, we don't know for how long he's gonna be, and we might need another player there. It just tells you that the doctors already have an idea, you know. When you got injured, the doctors already kind of know what is there. They just want to confirm. Sometimes, very rare time, they can make a mistake, but just because they've been doing it over and over again, they might already have an idea what is going on. That's why Chelsea are preparing to get another player. I'm gonna talk about my second option for the centre-back position. Let's get Marc Guehi as soon as possible. UTC says so. Business is to lose and win. Stop thinking about the past. Gosh is gone. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about here. Did I say something that offended you? Because I always offend people for just giving my opinion. If you don't think about the past, how are you going to prepare the future? You know? I think about the past. It's not like I'm complaining. I'm stating fact. I don't know what you're talking about here, about stop talking or lose and win and lose and the past. I don't even understand what your narrative is all about. Unless if you specify what you wanted to say about that. But all I know is you can't build the future without the past. So the past is always going to come there. You like it or not, it's easy to say than done. You know? We still think about our exes. We still think about our school. Because, you know, that is part of life. Future, present, you know, past. It's the same. I don't know why I am offended. I'm offending you for, I don't know what I said in the past that offended you, and you are preaching me to just think about the future and not the past. No, the past will help a better future. That's the way it is. You will never stop comparing Jose Mourinho with the new manager or what happened or the team how we used to be. That is part of life. This is part of everyday conversation. You know, how can you win without making people think that we are Chelsea? We are a winning team. We've been winning games and big trophies to encourage them, you know, to perform in top level, because that is our standard. So the standard is from the past. There is a standard that you created in the past that you have to remind yourself and remind people in order to pretty much prepare for the future. So I don't know your narrative. What is your narrative all about? Good morning, Mr. Fashion Life. Taha said Hakimi. I don't know what you mean by Hakimi. What is your question? Hakimi, question marks. What do you mean by that? All right, so Zabalny to PSG is going to happen. Fabrizio Romano just put those eyes here that the deal is going to happen very soon. Very, very good player. And I feel for Bournemouth. You know, they lost Kepa. They lost Dean Huijsen. They are losing Zabalny. I think they lose some other players, but I can't remember on top of my head now. So the manager pretty much need to restart from zero. They already got a goalkeeper from Chelsea called George Petrovic. So that is a very good goalkeeper, better than Kepa. But other positions, it's going to be very, very tough. And we saw how they lost their games here in America for the summer series. Premier League summer series that United won. Remember that. So, Hakimi, what is the deal with Hakimi, brother? What do you think? What did I think about Hakimi? Well, depending, is he qualified for the Ballon d'Or? He's gonna be one of the nominees. One of the nominees. Yeah, he's qualified, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna win. 30 people that need to be chosen from. So Hakimi is there. I think he might be top 10, you know, top 7, top 10, because Dembele is there. He deserves to be on that list. They have Nunez also deserves to be there. Probably Vitinha and Neves also need to be on the list, on the 30. Hakimi definitely is going to be there. Vasquelia is going to be on the list, but I think it's going to be very, very far. Maybe top 15 or top 20. But Hakimi got a chance. You know, he got a chance to be in top 10. Top 10 for sure. But winning it, it's very difficult. It's going to be almost impossible. Dembele is there on top. Yeah, he's going to be there. And also he's having some issues off the pitch, which some girls are accusing him of doing some bad stuff. So they have to wait for the justice to clean him or condemn him. So Ballon d'Or is not only about just football. Football, of course, but they check also on the background, on your influence and those kind of accusations. Even if it's not true, there are so many people who always believe on whatever is there in the media, and is a sad story that we are living in a cancelled society. You do anything, even if somebody accuses you of something you didn't do, you were not even there on the scene, you're gonna now have half of people. The people who are drama kings and drama queens, they're gonna just milk it and make it. Even if you said, I've never been in Jamaica, I've never been in that part of the world, but if somebody accuses you of doing some crap stuff in Jamaica, you never been in Jamaica your entire life. If you are a public personality and somebody say that about you and the narrative rolling, even if you have evidence, right? Say, hello, on Thursday, I was home here playing football with my friends. I've never been to Jamaica. I don't know what you're talking about. Just because it's there in the media and you are a public personality, half of people are going to point fingers on you, and they will believe on conspiracy that, no, you were in Jamaica. Oh, no. The same time, I was live on TV on CNN. How can I be TV, CNN live in the studio and the same time I'm committing a crime in Jamaica? There are certain people who already believe in the conspiracy theory, right? So you're going to always have half and half. People who will never believe you because that's what they live for. They're just waiting for that speculation, that fake news, so they can suck your blood. So that's how this world works, right? So believe me, even if Hakimi didn't do anything wrong, he's gonna get cleared. There are people out there that will always believe that he did something wrong. You know, Neymar, there were a chick that came from Brazil to join Neymar in France. She brought her own cameras, put the cameras in the house. She came to get Neymar in trouble, right? And Neymar also was very smart and put cameras inside the house. So your cameras against my cameras. And then she tried to provoke Neymar, blah, blah, blah. You know the story, right? And then, boom. Okay, so the list is here. There is the list here that I've been talking a lot. But you got the point. So the nominees are here, people. I've been just talking and talking. The nominees for Kopa Trophy. Kopa Trophy is the young, let's say young player of the season, right? Ballon d'Or for young player. Pau Kubarsi. Ayub Bwandi. All right. And then Desiree Doué. I think Doué might win it this time because Yamal is fighting for the big prize. But it's going to be interesting if the same young player can win also the Ballon d'Or, like Yamal winning both. And Estevao Willian, yeah! One of Chelsea, one of Chelsea's future GOAT. Dean Huijsen. Lewis Kelly from Arsenal, Rodrigo Moura, João Neves, Lamine Yamal. All right, and we have Kiernan Yildiz. So those are the nominees for Kopa Trophy. Wow. It's going to be very, very tough to choose one. But whoever is going to be there, I think he deserves to be there. And then after Copa, we go back to Ballon d'Or women or the goalkeepers, women goalkeeper. Yeah. So there you have it. So the nominees for Ballon d'Or, Yassine. Kopa Trophy, so young player of the year. Okay, now we're just waiting for all right. Mr. Fashion said that it always gives me heartbreak whenever I heard a player out of long-term injury. Yeah, you don't want to hear anybody, regardless of the team you play. Don't be evil. I want Arsenal players to be healthy, all of them. I don't want anybody to be injured. So you don't give excuses when you lose in the end and say, oh, because we had a lot of injuries. You know, so I wish like we never had any kind of injuries. That's clearly not true. Or the accusations. That is you. You think it's not. But there are so many out there who already believed, who are making theories and narrative and videos and making money out of it, out of conspiracy theory. In today's world, if you are accused of something, internet will condemn you immediately. Like there is no, if like, you know what they say, you are innocent until proven guilty? No. In today's society, injustice on social media is you are guilty even if you are proven innocent in the court of law. So it doesn't count just because you think it's not true. Thousands and millions. Millions of people out there think that he did it. He did it. Like I just gave you an example. You might be here now, like I'm with you in Kentucky right now, live, and somebody can say, I did something bad back home in France. Now, you can say, I was live here with Taha. I was live. Everybody can see. You can check everything. I wasn't there. I didn't do anything wrong because I've never been there. There are people that will always bring a conspiracy theory of your ghost. So you went there and you flew on your, I don't know, private jet and came. There are always people that will never believe you, and there will people that will believe you. So it's always half-half. Desmond Tutu, nice to hear from you on this moment. All right, nice to see you here. Chelsea Football Club players are back to business as we wait for Xavi and more. And then we are also praying and sweating about Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill injury. Let's cross fingers. It's not that bad. Big up to you, Mr. Gamer. Just please stop this thing you are doing. All of the fans appreciate what Jackson did, but we now have better players in. We now have better players in his position, which mean the club need to sell him and move on. Not a big deal. You can't stop me from doing what I want in my channels. That festival. And please, you have to stop disrespecting me, because I remember so many times that you always try to push me to the edge. I'm a very patient guy, I'm here for fun. I'm here to tell my story. If you don't like somebody, you think that person is a flop, that is your problem, that is your opinion. I created my channel to give my opinion, and probably you are the guy who need to stop preaching me if I give my opinion and accept that we can disagree on things, and also understand that I don't make decisions. I give my opinion. It's not like the club is gonna watch my video and make decisions based on me. So I think it's the last time that you preach me. I still remember even live stream here where you were like calling me names and says all crap stuff about me because I didn't tell you what you wanted to hear. So probably you are the one that need to leave me alone. Second of all, I didn't say Jackson need to leave. I didn't say Jackson need to stay. I said Jackson need respect. You didn't even watch the video. It just tells me exactly that you didn't watch it. But just because I said Jackson deserve respect in the title, so it triggered you. It just offended you for me saying that Jackson deserve respect. I didn't say that. The first thing that I said is he need to go. He need to go because he need to play. He need to be with the national team, Senegal. And we have to respect him because of what he has achieved at Chelsea. The first season, Jackson scored 17 goals without any penalty. If he took all the 11 penalties that Cole Palmer took that year, he was going to be the golden boot in the Premier League. That's what I say. So I said he need to go. He doesn't fit. He's very, very, very poor finishing, but he worked very, very hard for the team. So I always give a balanced analysis. So instead of watching the video until the end, you just watch the fact that I said respect him, and you don't know respect in terms of what. It's not like respect him, give him 10 years and keep him in the team. I said it, get rid of him, but people need to remember that this guy did wonderful job at Chelsea Football Club the first season and the second season until December, where everybody collapsed. Last season, the first part of the season, people were calling him the best striker in the Premier League, overall striker. Even Gary Neville said it on TV. Jamie Carragher, the people who always insult Chelsea, They came to say how good Jackson was. You said it in the same channel here. Don't try to flip-flop. Don't try to lie to people because I'm getting angry at you right now. And you don't have to watch my videos. If you're not going to watch my video until the end, you're going to just jump in the comment and just twist everything that I said to just get on me because you're looking for an occasion to insult me. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. I didn't say keep him. I said respect Jackson because regardless of what you think about him, he is good. And I even say we have 2 strikers who are better finisher than him, so he need to go. So the fact that I am putting the good and the bad and put in the balance in one video, you wanted me to come and come and say, get him out. He's the worst striker. He almost made us lose this and that because I didn't copy and paste your theory. You are now against me and you're telling me you have just to stop doing. You can't stop me doing what I'm doing. I'm not here. I'm not getting money from you. You're not paying me money. Nobody is paying me money. It's 3 o'clock in the morning in Kentucky and I woke up to make videos because I have to meet my people. I have to be with my brothers and sisters. I feel good with people who are respectful. You have your opinion. I have my opinion. We discuss. I could have been doing something now, making money. I don't make any money from YouTube. I do it for fun. And I'm not going to come here and just tell you what you want to hear, manipulate you, and start insulting Jackson as if Jackson never done anything good for Chelsea Football Club. Come on. I'm free. I live in America. This is a freedom country. You can go there and insult Obama, insult Donald Trump. Nobody is gonna knock your door and say, "Oh, why are you saying this to the president?" I'm in a freedom country. I didn't insult you. I didn't insult your family. I just gave credit to somebody who deserves respect and credit, like Jackson. All of you were kissing his ass when he was banging in goals for us, and now because he missed few chances here and there, and everybody is like he's the most evil person that ever played for Chelsea Football Club. You know what I mean? Like, I don't lie. I'm not gonna manipulate you to make you happy. You know, I'm different with other channel because other channel, they're just doing it for business. So what they do is to tell you what you wanna hear and jump to the popular opinion, insulting people because insult is gonna make money, you know. But I don't make money, so I'm free to say whatever I want, all right? I am free to say whatever I want in my channel. I'm here for friendship, for family. With my brothers and sisters, we banter all the time, but you always try to cross the line to stop me from doing it. Don't do this, I didn't say anything wrong in that video. If you watch at least 2 minutes of that video, you will never see me say that, keep Jackson. The first thing I said is get rid of Jackson. He finished poorly, but the good side about him is this and that. He works very good for the team. He helped us the first season. The second season, the entire team collapsed. Not only Jackson. And also in January, he got an injury, a bad injury. He came back from an injury in April. Almost the season over. So we have to take things to context. Context is what I said in that video. And you twist it to make it sound like I want to keep Jackson. Stop saying that. No, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to come here to please you. So you have to stop. You have to stop attacking and harassing me, all right? I think that is clear for everybody. If you don't like Chalobah, I like Chalobah. If you don't like João Felix, I like João Felix. I'm not going to come and insult that person just to please you or to please the majority on social media. I rate players. I don't put people down. I'm not a perfect guy, all right? You are not a perfect guy. There's no a perfect player in this world. You're going to make mistakes. How many Champions League John Terry created problem for Chelsea? Imagine if Nicholas Jackson missed that penalty in the final of the Champions League and we lost and we didn't win the Champions League because of Nicholas Jackson. So there are certain players who are untouchable. You can't touch them because it's John Terry, because it's Lampard, because it's Drogba. How many penalties Drogba gave away? I don't know if you are old enough to watch Drogba, right? How many games we lost because of Drogba missing one-on-one? How many chances Erling Haaland is missing every single season? And I don't know if I can pull the list here. Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Yamal, who else? Darwin Nunez, Mo Salah. All of them missed more chances than Nicholas Jackson last season. But because Liverpool continue on creating, Manchester City continue on creating, and when they score one goal, they don't concede, and everybody's talking about Haaland. But he missed like 7 clear chances before. But when it comes to Jackson, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. He need to go. He need that and that. So I am not going to lie and start manipulating people just because of few actions here and there. He got some red card. How many red card did Drogba got? John Terry, how many red card? Even Eden Hazard kicking the ball boy. How many red cards Eden Hazard got? That's how you learn for a young player. You're gonna make mistake, and you're gonna learn from those mistakes. So nobody wanted me to talk some positivity about the players that they hate. So I am sick and tired of that. Anybody that would preach me again about what I should do in my channels is gonna be blocked. Right? So we don't see each other anymore. You go watch the channels that will tell you what you wanna hear, will lie and manipulate you. I don't manipulate people because I'm not here for money. I'm not gonna sell my soul to the devil just to please you. I don't insult people in my life. I always praise people, put them up instead of putting them down. So if you have a problem with positivity, me being positive is a problem. I have to be evil and insult people the way other channels are doing so you can become popular, so people can send you super chat. This is not your place. All my channels are for free. I don't make any money. I have a job for 10 hours every single day. It's enough for me to pay my mortgage, pay my house, and take care of my family. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna take any crap that anybody wanted me to change, become a gimmick, insulting, cursing all the time, jumping to popular opinions, lying. I'm not going to sell my soul to the devil. All right? Nicholas Jackson is a good player in a certain level, young player that need to learn, makes mistakes just like anybody else. I don't want to see him at Chelsea, but I want people to respect him because he's a good player. He did good things for Chelsea Football Club. That is my opinion. If that opinion offended your family or insulted your mother, I apologize for that. That's the way it is. And I don't know. I don't know. That is not me. Negativity is not me. My life is always positive. Don't force me to be negative. All right, I'm going to go back to Ballon d'Or. If I continue, I will be so mad that I might even cut the show, but I'm here for good time. So all that is gone. I am going to continue doing what I'm doing. All right, for goalkeeper for men, Emi Martinez from Aston Villa. Donnarumma is going to win it. Let's be honest. Donnarumma actually won the Champions League. without him, yeah, probably that is not true because you don't know what another goalkeeper was going to do. So I'm not one of those people who will say, oh, without him, they were not going to win. Well, probably the new guy, another goalkeeper, was going to do even better, but let's just say that he was fantastic. For 4 months in the Champions League, that brother was out of this world. He kept them in the competition. One of the reasons why PSG won, because Donnarumma also was there. And look at the Club World Cup, right? The Club World Cup, he was immense. And it's just funny to say that he was absolutely incredible in the final against Chelsea because you conceded 3, but it could have been 6 or 7 because of his size. Like, look even at that curl from Liam Delap. That curl, if it was Kepa Arrizabalaga, right? He was never going to reach there. But because of Donnarumma's size, look at his arms are just like a basketball player, like a tank. So he just took it by the tips of his finger and bang! If he was a short goalkeeper, it was going to be a fantastic goal from Liam Delap. It was going to be fantastic. But because he's too tall. Arrizabalaga or Raya, David Raya, or those like T-Rex goalkeeper like Jordan Pickford, they were never going to reach that. But Donnarumma did it. So that's like the way I said that. It's funny. It's very, very funny that he was in the losing side. And when you tell people like he had an amazing game and like, oh, how many goals he conceded? 3. Oh no, he was bad. But if you watch the entire game, you will say that this guy is absolutely a tank. Thibaut Courtois, the snake. I don't want to even focus my attention on this guy. Like every time, even when I see his face, he makes me angry. He did us dirty. We let Peter Cech go to give him enough time, enough playing time. Chelsea bought him as an 18-year-old kid. We paid him crazy, ridiculous amount of money. We sent him on loan at Atletico Madrid. We brought him back. We sold Peter Cech because we wanted to give a chance to this guy. And he did us dirty. He gave a transfer request. He refused to train for Chelsea. And Chelsea panicked and went to buy Arrizabalaga for 75 million because of this snake. So every time I even see his face, he just makes me angry. He makes me want to throw up or something. I'm sick and tired of Thibaut Courtois. I don't hate people my entire life. But when you do that to my club, I'm a happy guy, right? You will never see me have enemies. I'm always cool with everybody, positive. But when you attack my team that way, and he went to Madrid and started calling Chelsea a small team, a small stadium, and saying crap. And that's where I say, if you don't respect me, I am not going to respect you, right? So Kai Havertz also is in the same case. We put you on the map. We gave you the Champions League. We gave you an opportunity to win the Champions League, right? We paid you crazy, ridiculous amount of money, and he moved to Arsenal and started saying that it means more if I win a trophy here with Arsenal than Chelsea. Come on, you Gunners, and always like insult Chelsea fans. Like he will poke Chelsea fans by putting some kind of post on social media praising how amazing Arsenal are. And the day that I was like, I have enough of this clown, Stamford Bridge. He scored an offside goal and celebrating in front of the fans, just like trolling them and I was like, bro, I stopped like respecting him and supporting him, because even when he moved to Arsenal, I was one of the few people to say like he didn't have enough playing time at Chelsea. He didn't have enough playing time from his position. We didn't use him correctly at Chelsea. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. I was supporting him even when he was at Arsenal. But coming to Stamford Bridge, okay, and trolling my people, insulting my brothers and sisters right in front of their faces, I was like, I am done with this freaking clown. And now he's on my case. He's on my list of the people that I have to attack every time I have an opportunity to attack. Chevalier, who is a very, very good goalkeeper from Lille. Now he's signing for PSG. He's also nominees for the best goalkeeper. Bono, my boy. My boy Bono. Man, one of the saves that he made in the Club World Cup, I don't know if it was against City or whatever. He's like, I don't know what kind of move was that. I can't even explain, but I'm like, how the heck? Like, it was a one-on-one, and somehow he managed to do the Spider-Man thing and get the ball. I was like, bro, what is this? Absolutely great goalkeeper, Mr. Yassine Bono. I think he went to Saudi too soon. I think he deserved to be in, European top 5 leagues, like #1 there, winning Champions League. And this brother, how awesome he was in the World Cup with Morocco. Oh my Lord. Bono, what a goalkeeper. And of course, we have Alisson Becker from Liverpool. So it's called Yassine Trophy. The trophy for the goalkeepers. Men goalkeepers. So there are nominees. And for women also, you have the list of all the nominees for Women Goalkeeper of the Year. We have Anne-Kathleen Berger. She used to be at Chelsea. Absolutely love her. She used to be absolutely my goat in the team. Couple of seasons ago, she made a move and she plays here in the USA. And Chelsea, of course, got Hannah Hampton. She's also very good. But in terms of size, imposing in that goalkeeping position, Anne used to be huge, massive. And you also see that we also have Hannah Hampton from Chelsea also nominated to this one. Barcelona goalkeeper. For me, of course, I'm a Chelsea fan. I will go for my girl. She just won what is called Euros. Women Euros with England, #1. And then she won the treble with Chelsea. Treble with Chelsea, and won a big trophy for her country. I think now I am going to call it now. Give it to my girl Hannah Hampton. She deserves to get the best, let's call it Ballon d'Or for goalkeepers. Give it to her. That is my biased opinion there. Do you have a problem with that? For me being biased because I'm a Chelsea fan? That's what I do. I praise my girls and my boys. I have to praise them. What do you expect me to do? I'm going to push mine just like you're going to push yours. Thank you for stopping by, people. You can smash the like button if you want to help the channel. I woke up 3 o'clock today because I had a press conference to follow. Enzo Maresca press conference, and then I couldn't sleep. I was like, no, let me just do this show because today I'm not working. I'm working from home. so I can go back and sleep a little bit before I start walking. So that's why I'm here, because I didn't want to go and come back again. So it just worked out well for me. Okay, Women Coach of the Year. What do you want me to say? Give it to Sonia. Give it to Sonia. Sonia is, I mean, I'm going to push my people. Sonia Bompasto, the GOAT, the best in the world. What do you want me to say? Give it to her. We don't have even to discuss about, we don't have even to nominate many, okay? Just give it to her. She's the GOAT. That's how biased I am with my people, you know. I praise people, and that's why people call me, like, you have like a positive toxicity or something they call it on social media. I see it as just being positive. I'm a happy guy in life. That's what I do. I don't put people down. I praise you and I criticize you fairly. If you have a problem with me being positive, and we don't have to be friends. It's okay to disagree. If you hate somebody, I like somebody, what the freaking problem? All right, Mr. McKean is in the building. Brother, what do you have to say?
Yeah, man, all good, man. How are you, man? I just seen you on live, and I
Oh,
thought I'd have to jump on, man. I see they pissed off my guy, man. He pissed you
yeah,
off, man.
I was
I had to come.
it's just I wanted to set some records straight. Yesterday I made a video about Nicholas Jackson deserve respect. That is the title. Like, Mr. McKean deserve respect. People just read the title. They don't watch the video. What kind of respect he deserve? So in the video, I started by saying I want him to go because the finishing is very poor, and also he need to play for his national team because we have better finisher in the team. I don't want to see him on the bench. The respect that I'm asking for is he was good for us the first season. The second season, first part of the season, he was good. So I give a very balanced opinion. But just because I didn't say Nicholas Jackson is a clown, get rid, you are not good enough for Chelsea Football Club in the title, people don't watch those videos. They just read the title, they jump on the comment and start insulting you. You have to stop that. You are a clown. You know nothing about football. Your mother, your father, start insulting people, bro. What I say is I can't defend a human being. If you don't like a human being, you want me just to be the enemy. I don't do that. That's what my frustration is. You know?
Yeah, something about this fan base, yeah, like they're very fixated. If they're fixated on not accepting you, then it's gonna last for years, you know.
Yeah.
Because you can't say Jackson hasn't been good for us since he's arrived. Especially, he was new to European football, you know.
Mm.
They're not gonna go on the logical side about it. They just want to see what they want because you know, with time, yeah, you have to understand, yeah, we're in 2025, yeah, Chelsea, like, years, yeah, big years, yeah, has been from 2004 ongoing until now. We've had big years, so it's 20 years.
Yeah.
So you have that's a whole generation, yeah, of people that are used to see Chelsea win.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't have. So we kind of have. We have our ground fans that were there from the Drogba days and all of that. But then you have your fans that were there from 2015.
Yeah.
You have your fans that are there from 2012.
Yeah.
Because they're 16 and 18 now, and they can make their accounts. They can go online. They can do, you know. So these new fans, yeah, they don't understand the old style Hasselbank, you know, the Gianfranco Zola, you know, they Matleti, they don't know about these things. They're not into that. So it's like Real Madrid.
Yeah.
See Chelsea as Real Madrid. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are real fans here, core fan base. And then they have different type of fans that come along the
at
ride.
Chelsea, we have so many entitled fans that always want to win, but they don't do what it takes to win. which means everything need to be from heaven. Everybody need to be prime Messi, prime Ronaldo immediately. They don't understand the process. They forget that kids can grow and people can train to become better. For them, it's all black or white. You are in, you are out, you are bad, or, you know, it's always black or white. You can't give a balanced opinion right now. And that is like the social media generation that we are living in. Like none of those people who are speaking, flipping guns on social media knew that at some point Drogba wanted to leave. He gave interviews
in fact, do you know what? Drogba was actually hated majority of the time he was here, you know that.
Exactly. He was hated the majority of the time, but back then we didn't have this social media. I was in the pub, or you're gonna read some article on Mail Online and you comment a little bit there. It wasn't this craziness of social media. But Drogba was linked with Inter Milan. He wanted to go and join Jose Mourinho. He was like, I don't understand why people are criticizing me. He had a hard time too. He had his moment too where people saying he's lazy, he's not doing this and that. How can you miss that chance? How? But in the end,
he's a diver. He does a lot. He's strong. Exactly. He's a deceiver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So back then, it's just like, back then, if you defended, if it was social media and you tried to defend Drogba and say, hey, give him a little bit of time. This guy never went to like an academy. He's just a self-made, a street kind of boy that made it to professional. If you try to say that, there were going to be people in today's generation that were going to kill you for just saying that Drogba is good, give him a little bit of time and understand his situation.
Drogba was hated so much here for replacing Crespo.
Exactly.
So much.
Exactly.
So much.
So that's the problem I have, and I don't know. I don't hurt people. Why people are pushing me to hate? Like if I said something hateful or I insult, or I put a title there, Jackson is a clown, get rid of for Senegalese thing, and I say some disgusting thing, you were going to see the amount of hallelujah, amen, ball, you are a child of God. For me, hating a human being, I am a child of God. I'm doing the Lord walk. Brother, what world are we living in? Why? Why are we so evil? Like the title, just put an evil title there, bro. That's all you need. Put a very nasty, evil title there. Say some nasty things about people that everybody, the majority of people hate online. You just put just that attractive boom kind of title, bro. You got money, you got hallelujah, and your ball, football. This is what I'm talking about. People will praise you, worship you, send you money because you are hating another human being wrongly. That's the world that we are living in. I'm not gonna sell it, bro. I'm not selling it to the devil. I'm not selling my soul for a couple bucks, right? I have moral values and religious value to protect here. I'm not gonna sell it just to be a gimmick.
It's even deeper than religious. It affects your body.
Exactly.
When you lie so much, like it affects your face. Like
yes, exactly.
After a certain age, it affects your immune system. Like when you do things
Exactly, man. I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna criticize fairly. I'm not gonna make money. It's okay because I don't make money anyways. I don't monetize my videos. I'm okay. I'm just having good time here. Makin, I meet him here online. I have brothers and sisters that we become so close online. We just have good time here. It's okay. Me and Makin, we fight all the time here about
the time.
Who is wrong, who is right. We have a good time. We never cross the line of, no, we don't have to agree, but we have to keep it respectful. You have your opinion. I have my opinion. We put on the table, but you have to stop saying this. Or I'm going to subscribe for you. Why are you saying that? I'm like, hey, goodbye. Nobody's going to meet you. Nobody's going to miss you. I never even knew that you are subscribed. So you don't have even to tell me goodbye. You can just click and subscribe, block. You don't see me anymore. Because I'm not going to tell you always what you want to hear, you know?
Yeah, and you'd rather it be natural, anyways. When it's not natural,
I have to
it's
be
weird.
natural.
It's taxing on your brain. You know,
Exactly.
it's not good. It's not good because you have to remember the bad things you need to carry on doing. You know, after sometimes you get tired. You know, of lying. You know.
Yeah, that's the problem. So what do you think about
Mais,
that? Finish that
mais,
and
mais,
we're gonna go back to football. Yeah, go
mais,
on.
mais regardless that, on est là de toute façon. Forget all of that stuff. And bro, you're doing good as it is. I'll continue.
Thank
That's
you.
how it goes, man.
Thanks, bro. It feels good to hear that some people appreciate who you are. You don't have to be a gimmick. You don't have to create a persona on social media just to make money. I'm not gonna do that. I'm doing it. It's okay. I agree to disagree. I give everybody the platform. I don't care. It's good. It's because it's gonna be even boring if I have to agree with Makin all the time about Tosin and about Joao Felix. What is the point even of agreeing on everything? No, you have to disagree. That's what
Yeah,
life
but you know,
is.
I have something to say about Tosin. You know, there's upcoming news about him that I need to talk to you about.
Yeah, go on.
There's I don't know if you've been looking it up here, but there's been a lot of rumors here, and there's been like a lot of posting of them saying that Tosin is possibly, well, the club is accepting Tosin to go for 30 million.
No,
They're
that is
open for
gonna
him
be
to go.
criminal. That is criminal. Listen, if Tosin leaves Chelsea this window, I am flying to London and have a word with the sporting directors. You know, the problem is, Tosin, people just don't understand certain people, right? They are so good on and off the pitch that you don't realize that. Look at Palmer. Cole Palmer, without Tosin, probably he was going down and down and down because nobody to teach him a lesson of how to be a man, how to accept hard time. And he been taking Cole Palmer on his wings and help him mature. And that's the way he does. Even when he's on the bench, you will see Tosin celebrating with the team. When we score, Tosin always jumped from the bench to celebrate as if he scored that goal. He's happy for the team to win. You will see some people, bad attitude, they don't smile, they don't do anything, they don't celebrate because they are not playing. So that guy is a true leader. He's older than many people in the team, so they take him as a big brother, as their father, as parent. So people just don't understand those little things, how they can play a big role into Chelsea winning things. I think we won the Conference League and the Club World Cup, part of that because of Tosin. And people will say, oh, but he was on the bench. He played every time he's on the bench, he's going to score. He's on the pitch, he's going to score a goal or have an amazing game. So
you see, in quality like that, it's not, quality like that, it's not, especially you have that immense quality, but you're willing to step aside. That's what I like about him. He doesn't mind not being the main centre back. So getting rid of him, I don't know. I don't understand. That's a good squad player. The worst case scenario.
Yeah. So they can't sell him. I think it's gonna be stupid really to sell Tosin just because you're gonna make pure profit because you got him on free. But listen, unless what I can say, unless if Tosin asks to go, because he's trying to get in the Nigeria national team. I think he's going to be in the World Cup with Nigeria this time. He went back home.
That's a big move. That's a big move for Nigeria.
Huh?
That's a big move for Nigeria.
Yeah, so unless if he says, I have to play week in, week out to make to the national team, and I want to go play somewhere, I will understand that. But if Chelsea just came out of the blue and sell him, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a big problem. And look at now. We are running short when it comes to centre-backs. Levi Colwill got an injury. We don't know how long he's going to be out. Maresca was very worried today in the press conference. You can tell. You can tell that he's very worried about how long he's going to be out. We don't know yet what the problem is because they have to wait for few days before like the place goes, you know, like the swelling goes down so they can scan and that. But the way he was talking, it looks like he knows something because he said the window's still open and we have a problem. We have a big problem with a core wheel. So it looks like it's going to be for a long time. And if you sell Tosin, for what really? Why are you going to sell Tosin? You know, we are lacking people. Wesley Fofana is back. How many games he's going to play before he goes back
Oh,
to the
that might be why. That might be why they want to get rid of him then.
Get rid of who?
Tosin. Because you just said Fofana is back. So
Come on.
that might be
That's
why.
what I said. Like, he's back for how long? We still need somebody. Hato, yes, he can play as a centre-back, but let's be honest, he's short. He's like 5'10" or 5'11". You know, I know Lisandro Martinez also is short, but did this and that. But you know, just put a giant in the centre back position. That I'm an old school guy. Okay, call me old school, whatever you want, but I want my centre backs to be imposing, tall. So I don't know.
Yeah. And Fofana, to be honest, like for me, he's not my ideal centre back, even when he's fit. To be honest, I trust Chalobah more. To be honest with you,
you trust Chalobah, and I know what you mean by I trust Chalobah.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah,
that means
that's a lot, you know.
Yeah,
oh my God!
I got the analogy behind
that's how I feel about this guy.
Yeah, I know.
It needs
I
to change,
understand that analogy. Yeah,
it needs to change. Something with him needs to change.
Like
if you're gonna go rebuild, go Marseille, you know. Because they're in the Champions League too. So make space for make space for Marc Guehi, if anything. Just as long as you have somebody that's actually going to do the job.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of catching up he's gonna need to do. And from what he showed before, I don't think he has the brain to even do that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So what do you think, the question here from CFC Gamer, what do you think about Garnacho? Because it looks like the latest we have here is like Chelsea are really trying to get him. I think it's going to happen. What is your opinion about that?
To be honest, I want Rodgers or Rafael Leao, one of them, but they're fixated on Garnacho. So Garnacho is not a bad competition to Gittins. So I'm not opposed to it. I don't mind if Garnacho comes. I'd rather Garnacho come and play on that inside 10 than Xavi Simons, to be honest with you. So
but I see it the opposite. I see that Xavi Simons is gonna
a lot of people.
I think in that inside 10, you know, in the pocket, I think Simons is gonna be the guy, in my humble opinion. And from that, we also have Estevao, and we still have Enzo Fernandez, who is literally playing the same place. Cole Palmer, you know, and you can even throw Andrew Santos, who can do the job. So
you think Xavi is gonna come, not Garnacho?
I think both are coming. Both are coming, which is like confusing because it's gonna be like too many players in one position. And here, according to Alex Crook and also Ben Jacobs, like few minutes ago, Chelsea have Alejandro Garnacho at 30. They value him at 30 million and have left talks until late in the window. So Chelsea are playing the waiting game, knowing that Garnacho wanna come to Chelsea and he's not talking to any team because his mind is on Chelsea. And the last minute, Manchester United will not have any choice but to let him go. He's from the academy. They're gonna make money on him. So they're just waiting to be in Chelsea's conditions instead of Manchester United condition. And remember that they were asking for, like, in January 70 million, and then the price is going down. It was 60 million, now 50 million, but Chelsea are really trying to get him for 30 million, and it's going to happen.
I hope they end up with a deal like they did with Sancho. That kind of deal.
Of like
They
an
can do that.
obligation to buy, or a loan
Yeah,
and
kind of thing.
obligation. Oh, okay.
That would be cool. But is Garnacho the only one we're looking at? Is he the only one we're sincere about in that position?
Yeah, we are sincere about it. Like it's really serious. It's really serious. Fabrizio Romano confirmed it. We're just waiting for to sell a few more players. They're gonna be confirmed. Like Garnacho, it's gonna be the last minute. It's going to happen. Xavi Simons is going to happen in the in the next few days. In my humble opinion, it's going to happen. We already sold many players. Everything is done. So
And someone else is going to Burnley, right?
Burnley, yeah. Lesley, Ugochukwu, and Armando Broja. They're already there. Done. Deals.
That's the base, you know that.
And what I like about that deal is Chelsea, I don't know. I think Todd Boehly got some juju. Juju. You know what juju is? Yeah. So he got some juju. The way he managed to sell Broja and Lesley Ugochukwu for 50 million package. 55 million package for both of them. Armando Broja, I wasn't sure that he can even go for 10 million. That it was in my mind. He just had an ACL injury. He had a lot of injuries. He can't stay fit. So my thinking was, this dude, it's not going to happen. We're going to just, Callum Hudson-Odoi, we sold him for 3.5 million. So I was thinking Armando Broja is going to be the same case. A package of like 10 million. You pay us 5 million in advance. But those people, they managed to get 20 million on Broja.
Even João Felix, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, Saudi, bro. We have connections. The
crazy.
power of connection. The power of Saudi. I can't wait for Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville to complain about Chelsea selling players. They're just like...
we're selling one more player to Burnley, if I'm not mistaken.
Another one? Who?
Yeah.
Do you think Datro Fofana or something?
No.
To Burnley? Oh, yeah. Bashir Humphreys.
No, another one. Another one. Bashir Humphrey, that's before, right?
Yeah, I think we sold him in January already. Like, we sold Bashir Humphreys to them. Like, 3 Chelsea players already are there at Burnley. Like, they are becoming Chelsea FC or something. So, who's the other one they want to sell to Burnley?
Yeah, there's someone else recently that they're interested in. But I forgot. I'm not too sure. Not KDH. No,
KDH went to Everton.
Yeah, he went to Everton. Yeah, it's someone else. I saw it like an hour or two ago. I forgot.
The last one that I saw was like David Datro Fofana, and they said that there'd been interest from Wolves and other teams, but I haven't seen any other link to Burnley. Oh my goodness! I'm just checking here from people who.
There's one more player.
One more player. Yeah, I hope it's like Raheem Sterling, though. I hope it's like Raheem Sterling.
But we've given them a strong base, though. To be honest.
Yeah, I think they're gonna stay. I want them to stay in the Premier League. By the way, I think they're gonna stay.
The whole line is strong.
Raheem Sterling, I think we're gonna have to to take an L. I don't think Chelsea are gonna make any money from him. You have just to get rid of a huge salary that he's on at Chelsea.
Was it Sterling?
Huh? Sterling.
Yeah, I think it's Sterling. You know, you're right. It might be Sterling. Yeah,
Could be Sterling.
Sterling. Sterling. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I hope, fingers crossed, let's hope that happened, because Sterling need to go with
That's
all
a
the
good
respect.
team.
Huh?
That's a good team, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you know, those teams that came from the championship, I think they learn from they just learn from like Luton and Southampton, where they just came from the championship and went back again. So the recruitment that Sunderland are doing and Burnley are doing, it just tells you exactly that they don't want to go back to the championship. So it's gonna be more solid at the end of the table than last few years, last couple of years. I think Sunderland are gonna stay, and Burnley are gonna stay. I'm not sure about Leeds, because we don't like them. We have some beef with them. There is my boy there, Ethan Ampadu, play for Leeds, but other than that, I hate them. Dirty Leeds. But I'm confident that 2 of the 3 teams that came from the championship are gonna stay in the Premier League next the following season.
Very possible.
All right, so we have King Aziz in the building, and then after that, we're going to go to Mr. Skylar to tell us what the heck is going on with Manchester United. They are just like Undertaker. You try to bury them, and then all of a sudden, boom, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, where the money is going to come from. So people stay tuned. Let me greet Aziz first, and we're going to hear from Skylar, because United... Yeah, Aziz, go on.
Good morning, Mr. Host.
Yes, sir.
I was at work at my shift when I heard somebody pissing you off. Don't let them mess your
I was so pissed, bro.
Yeah,
but I'm good. It's gone now. So
don't let them mess. You know, it's just what's it called? You know, this young generation, not this Gen Z generation that don't know about football.
Yeah.
Just agree, we can rant out and say, "Oh, this guy is not good enough," but we shouldn't go out there and be cursing his parents, or we shouldn't do that.
Exactly. So
we should learn. Because me too, I won't lie to you. Every day we learn from our mistake, like cursing players out. Even Ugochukwu, I never wished bad on him. I was just angry at that moment that, come on, we need you at that moment. But it's what it is. These people too are human beings. Let's not forget. Let's show empathy.
Sometimes.
Let's show empathy. But I understand where other people are coming from. That Jackson is missing a lot of chances, which I understand that these are chances that this brother needs to. The simple things, it makes it hard. And the other stuff, it makes it simple. That's why I don't understand about him. I would love him to be in the squad just to create competition for the 3 strikers at least. If one player knows his position is at stake. And maybe that might bring the best out of Jackson. Who knows? You know why? Competition. Just like Mikel said in his interview. He said Robert thrives on competition. When he saw there was Shevchenko, his goal tally went up.
Yeah.
When he saw there was a Torres, he made life miserable. You understand?
He killed all of them.
It was like he tried to show I'm the big dog in this
league.
Yeah. And that is something I want our Chelsea. You know, this lovey. I don't want it no more as the Chelsea squad. I want them to fight. They should fight in the what's it called? In training.
Yeah.
And you bring it to the field.
To fight for your place. Yeah, I agree.
Go watch the Mikel and Gary Lineker's interview. He was so perfect. He said about Solomon Kalou and Michael Ballack. That Kalou is the least of person that will you see him go out of character. Balak trying to show, yeah, I'm the big dog. You know, these were alpha players. And
Yeah.
Kalu had to stand his ground. And he said Mourinho never altered the word. He said the reason why Mourinho never altered the word was he wants to see the character of these players in the war. And he said they go out there, they do what they have to do. And this is what I want for my squad. I don't want this, all this baby. You understand? I want to fight Cole Palmer. I want to see the nastiness from Cole Palmer. I want to see, you understand what I'm saying? I want to see, because let me tell you what this, even till today, that is, Mr. Scully too can bear me witness. That is what is happening to Chelsea and Manchester United. We don't have winners. We don't have men that will go for war for you. It's just name we have.
Yeah.
We just have babies. So
But we Aziz, you have some echoes. If you can unplug and plug again, because you're good. So yeah, I agree with you. But Chelsea are getting to men. We are from men. We are from boys to men now. We are evolving. We are maturing, and we are champions of the world. So I think this is gonna create some, some attitude, good attitude of, like be arrogant. Yeah, that arrogance of a champion. Like, I'm a champion, I'm gonna beat you. So I think this time Chelsea are becoming men. We are not babies anymore. Skylar, brother, talk to us. What is happening here? You are going to get Sesko in few hours, and now you go for Baleba again, and you already have Cunha, and you already have the other guy, Boemo. What is going on? Where the money is coming from, bro? Are you there, Skylar? No? Hello? Skylar is gone.
To be honest,
Skylar, are you there?
Sesko's not even better than Jackson, anyways. He's gone
say
off.
it again. Say it again. He's better than Jackson.
No, Jackson's better than Sesko, anyways.
Yeah, we don't know. He need to prove us in the Premier League what he can do, Sesko.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because people. That's why I was angry. The video I made yesterday. We are praising people who are not proven yet. Look at Gyökeres. I know it's just pre-season. You shouldn't take things seriously. The guy is gonna score a lot of goals. I believe on that. I don't want him to do because he's playing for Arsenal, but the reality is that he's gonna do it. He's gonna score goals, but now he's struggling. It's the beginning, pre-season and all that. So Jackson already been there and done it. Okay, so you can say whatever you want. He's the worst striker in the history of Chelsea. Fair play to you. That is your opinion. We respect your opinion. But the players that we are praising now need to prove us what they can do in the Premier League. Even in the worst season of Nicholas Jackson, he managed to score a double digit. He struggled with injuries and still scored double digit. So he's proven in the Premier League.
We understand what we're only saying about Nicholas Jackson. He needs to have a killer instinct. He might not perform. Maybe the club Chelsea is too big for him. Maybe he needs to go to a club like Aston Villa, or maybe he needs to go to a club whereby the pressure is not that much.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe might bring the best out of him. Some player. Look at what's this guy? What's this black player that plays for Italy? He's in Fiorentina now. What's his name?
Moise Kean.
You remember he flopped in Juventus. He flopped in PSG. Now Fiorentina is the king. So these are players. You see, they might not perform well, but you take them to another place outside their comfort zone.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at Pulisic, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Pulisic at Chelsea, he was maybe like 7 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals. But now Milan is like the big dog.
Yeah.
So these are things these players need to do. Because you didn't perform well at Chelsea, doesn't mean it's the end of the world for you. You can go some place and perform just like Anthony when he went to Real Betis.
Yeah, that is a good example. Yeah.
saying that is why I'm saying that some of these players don't think because he didn't perform at Chelsea, he might go outside and go perform. Jackson might. I still want Jackson over here. I still want Ugochukwu to be here. I still want, because we're going to play a lot of games, 3 games a week, and that's going to be too much for the players. We are playing 3 games a week because of the World Cup. So they might have a game on Monday. They might have another game on Tuesday and Friday. Champions League on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that games are coming. That's why you notice that most clubs are stocking players because of injury. And look at it today. Our defender is injured. What's his name?
Levi Cole.
Levi Cole is injured. And you know, our captain is always going to go on injury. 3 games.
Don't say that. Don't jinx it.
No. I'm not jinxing it. It's just, Mr. Host, there's something is that when you're used to something, you know some players will go to injury. Romeo Lavia, 1 game, 5 games off, or 6 games off. So I'm not.
Fofana.
Some when they say when somebody calls you ugly and you're ugly, you can't use that against me. That is how Chelsea is to those. I'm already used to them, so I know they're going on injury. So if Fofana plays till December, knows is out till the next season. So I'm not jinxing it. I'm just giving it. I'm a realistic
just stating
person.
fact.
I'm just giving it the way it is, and that's why I'm so happy that Andre Santos is back. He's gonna get minutes. The other players too will get minutes. That's why I'm happy.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna mute you, Mr. Aziz, because we have a lot of echoes every time if somebody else is talking. If your microphone is on and it's a lot of echoes, because probably you're using your headphone or something, I don't know. Skylar, brother, talk to us.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you now.
Yeah. Even I don't know where we are getting all this money from. Apparently, there's a running joke going on the fan base that the tea lady which we sacked, she was earning a huge chunk of money. So that's the money which we're trying to invest back into the club. Obviously, that's a joke. I don't know how much she earned, but yeah, we have made a lot of redundancies, if you remember. And then we have saved huge amount of wages from Rashford, almost 15 million, right? And then we have saved another 20 million from the wages of Eriksen and Lindelof. So we have done. Yeah, so we are saving lots of wages, and Sancho as well. When he leaves, so he's on very big money as well. So is Anthony. Both of them more than 250 grand a week. So we are trying to put that money back into the club. And all this nonsense with Jim Ratcliffe was saying about, the club would have gone broke if he didn't put 300 million back in last November. That's, idiotic. I was listening to Simon Jordan, actually. He said that if Jim Ratcliffe said that if the club would have gone broke, if he didn't put the money into the club, that is almost exploiting the stocks, because you're trying to say that the club, there is no worth in buying a United stocks, and the Glazers would be having a word with Jim Ratcliffe. Why did you say that? So
that actually makes sense, because you can you can influence the stock market by saying that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I never thought that way before. I see what he means.
Yeah, so that's why we are trying to do some stuff. Actually, we are trying to curb our wage bill as well. So all these people who are saying that we are players like Mbeumo, Cunha, and Sesko are coming to United because we are giving them big wages. That's not true. I think Mbeumo is on something like 150. Cunha is on something like 180, and Benjamin Sesko, when he comes, he will be in the same bracket as well. So it's not like we are overpaying. That has to stop with United, because we are highly we are the number 1 team to overpay for players. I mean, as a classic example with Anthony, he was on 20k at Ajax, and then we gave him a rise of almost 10 times of 200k.
Wow.
So those kind of things have to stop. I think that will not happen. And I mean, look, Sesko, although he's not my first priority, and whatever little I've seen of him, I think he's got some attributes. He's very good at shooting the ball. He's very good in the air. And he scores some really great goals. But I don't know, you can be a great goal scorer, but what about the quantity? Because I rather you score 20 tap-ins than, 5 screamers. So We'll see how he fits into the system.
I think he's going up and up. At Salzburg, he was compared to Haaland because Haaland was there and all that. No, Haaland wasn't Salzburg. Yeah, he was there, right? Yeah, RB Salzburg. Anyways, so everybody that will go through that same road, people are gonna compare to Haaland. But I think he's better overall player. I've seen that guy defending like a monster. I've seen him linking up, dropping back to help with the build-up and score like a screamer from nowhere. I've seen him score all kind of goals in the box and whatever. And you know that in the last few years I've been campaigning. My propaganda was Sesko to Chelsea first. I like the guy for some reason. I think this is going to be it's gonna sound crazy for many people. Gonna call me you don't know ball, you know nothing about football. It's okay. But I think he might have a bigger impact than Gyökeres at Arsenal. I know what people are going to say, but the impact, I'm talking about impact of taking the team to the next level because of what you do. Not necessarily you're going to score 40 goals, but that impact, that strong presence in the box, and you have Cunha crossing balls. You have Mbeumo also who is going to do the job. I think playing around those players is going to only make him better. So people can call me crazy, but this is a hell of a deal. And if you get Baleba, I'm done. I think it's going to be something that people didn't expect Manchester United to do. They got Baleba. We are talking about top 4 and pushing for the league here. 1 game a week. And you have Baleba. Okay? In small games, you can play with Ugarte because he can't play the ball from the back or whatever. But in big games, you have Baleba, bro. You are secured.
Yeah, I mean, look, with Sesko, I do agree with you that he has much better fundamentals than Højlund did when he came from Atalanta. I've seen, for a 6'5" guy, he's very techy. He's got lots of good ball skills.
Yeah.
And I don't know about his off-the-ball work, so I'll probably agree with you. He's a monster when it comes to tracking back and all that. I haven't seen that, but I think he is definitely an upgrade on Højlund, and I hope he can fit the system quite quickly. We need that. And with Baleba, look, it's not a surprise. We've got 2 Cameroonians at the club, and he's the third one. He also played with Lenny Yoro when he was at Lille, is it? That was at Lille.
Yeah, Lille.
So he has some players who knows there. Also,
I see the connection. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Also, in Brighton, he's earning less than our youth player. He's on 12 grand a week. Can you believe that? So
even if you give him 50k a week, it's a lot of money for him. I see.
Yeah, he's only 21, and but Brighton, what they might do, they might just offer him a new contract of what you said, 60 grand, and
put
say that you're not going this summer. Yeah, because they don't want to sell. But again, with Brighton, they are a selling club. If the price is right, they'll sell him. So it's not about that. But he's a very good profile. I think people are getting confused with they're already saying that he's the Caicedo and all that. I don't think he's like that. I think he's a very different profile to Caicedo. I think he's much more like a Musa Dembele / Paul Pogba kind of a player. And he can do a bit of defensive work as well. He's not Caicedo. He cannot, tackle and, retrieve and cover the ground like Caicedo. Caicedo is excellent in that. He's almost an upgrade on, you can say, if there is N'Golo Conte. But Baleba, he's very good on the ball. He can dribble, he can shoot. He's got a very, how Paul Pogba from the deep, he can play make. I think he's that kind of a player. And we need to solve this issue. We cannot go into the season with Bruno in the midfield with Ugarte / Casemiro. That is not at all going to work. We just saw in preseason, all the games, Bruno just leaves Casemiro or Ugarte on its own. And it's almost like you're playing with 3 number 10s. It is one ball. That's all you need. One ball. And imagine if Cole Palmer threads a ball and you've got players like João Pedro, Neto, and all these players who are super quick off the ball. We are in deep trouble, So we cannot afford to go into the season with a pivot of Bruno / Casemiro / Ugarte. That's like a butter going through a knife. It's not going to work, that midfield, We are decent. We have a decent attack. We have a decent defense. And goalkeeper is still a problem. But that double pivot of Bruno, whoever plays next to him, That's why if I wish we had sold him to Saudi and we have taken that 80-90 million. That would have gone straight into 2 players, and we would have such a better balanced midfield. But it is what it is. Bruno is our captain, and he has put lots of numbers today. I saw United tweeting out like he's the top 5. He's in the list with Ryan Giggs, Beckham, and all that. Most assists in the Premier League. So he's going nowhere. So I hope we can get this deal done with Baleba. I don't think it's going to be easy because they want something like 90 million pounds plus 10 million add-ons. I don't know where we are getting that from, but fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's hope that that you get him, and everybody is gonna be scared because I don't think it's gonna be that easy for Arsenal to beat you the first game of the season. Like everybody tend to say, I'm seeing the PSG situation here where everybody is PSG is a walk in the park. We're gonna go and smash it's Chelsea and whatever. But I think that United are gonna get the deal done for Sesko before the beginning of the season, and I think the team is gonna be more balanced. The first game of the season, Old Trafford, under the light, it's going to be very, very, very tough. It's gonna be a nightmare for Arsenal, and Arsenal themselves, they are not doing that good,
Yep. They lost 2 preseason games.
Yeah. London Derby and lost to Villarreal yesterday. Madueke missed the penalty. Yokoresh 0-0-2. Now we are waiting for 0-0-7. I think it's going to be a very, very, very tough game. You just don't go to somebody's backyard and pretend I'm gonna beat them. No, this is a game of football. I think Arsenal are gonna find it very hard in the opening week. This is Cole Palmer. All right, people. So
what are you guys making of the Garnacho situation? Because I'm seeing your fan bases are split on that player. Some of them are like, they don't want that kind of trouble at the club, and some people are like, it's just 40 million. I think that's what United want, 40 million, and he's still 20. So he's got lots of growing to do. And the thing at Chelsea is that you cannot do what you did at United because you were from the academy. Actually, he was not even from the academy. We bought him from Atletico for 500k. So he's not really an academy player, but you can register him, so like a homegrown player. But you won't get the same sympathies at Chelsea, because he's not like a Reece James or a Mason Mount, So your off the field behavior, you will be kicked out. That's one club which doesn't tolerate all that nonsense, especially with Maresca. Every time I hear Maresca, it looks like a teacher is talking. He's not someone who is going to tolerate ill discipline. So, and with Garnacho off the bench, he's actually quite useful. Not from the playing 11, that's a bit of a waste of time. But off the bench, he has really done some good things for United. So maybe like what you guys are thinking about him?
Well, I said a lot. I was really against the situation for a long period of time. Since January, I was like no to Garnacho, blah blah. I didn't sign the petition, by the way. I don't do those kind of stuff. I was really against mostly because of antics of the pitch and discipline that we need to implement in the team. But Chelsea say that they already did their homework. They did everything to check on him, and the noise is just the noise because Jadon Sancho, he was called bad boy, came to Chelsea. He was very good. Didn't create any problem in the dressing room. So I am in the stage now of acceptance. If I have to avoid that, if I have to create like zombie apocalypse or something bad happen and he's playing for Manchester United, I would do that. I would take the option not to sign him at any cost. But at the end of the day, there are people who are paid a lot of money to do the job. I think they have done a good job so far that we fans, we didn't like Palmer. Who is Palmer? He's a Manchester City Academy product. He's rejected. There is a reason why he's not having playing time, blah, blah, blah. We all made all kind of theories. And look at Palmer today. So they've been doing some businesses that we don't understand. All of a sudden, they got Nicholas Jackson from Villarreal. And who is Jackson? Well, he is missing a lot of chances, but overall, being a very solid player for us. So I'm trying to accept the fact that Garnacho is going to play for Chelsea. And no matter what, I have to support him. So now you're not going to see me too angry about it. I'm at the stage like, yeah, it's okay. I don't want him. But if the manager knows how he's going to use him, I don't want him to be frustrated on the bench. Make a very good rotation, make him happy, and let's go from there. So if the club is sure, the manager want him, that is a key point for me. The manager want the player, give him the player, and let's see what's going to happen. The other thing I see is like he's going to behave, like you just said it. This is Chelsea. You are not from the academy. You're not going to get the same, value as whatever. You are just, they can sell you to Saudi if you don't behave. So I think Garnacho is going to discipline himself because he knows the competition is there. He knows we're not going to roll the red carpet for him to just come. He need to fight for his place, and he need to have a good attitude when he's on the bench. So a lot of hope and prayer, to be honest, but I'm starting now accepting and finding some positive things to say about him because I don't find many, I don't just like when I do the background check and everything, I'm like, if you can disrespect the biggest club in the world, Manchester United, to this point, leaking information, doing this and that, and Chelsea, what are you going to do with Chelsea? I don't want to see, but I'm trying to see, look at awesome bicycle kick, or look at this action. I'm trying really to find something positive because when he signed for Chelsea, immediately the hate is over, the agenda is over. I have to support him.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, look, if you want to search for some positive, it is that he is like an impact player, I mean, every time he has come on from the bench, especially in Manchester derbies or in like semi-finals, he has an instant impact because one thing with him is that he's very direct. Although he's not super fast, he's not like physical, he's nothing like that. I mean, if someone is running with you at some amount of speed, you are, especially when you're tired, you will be a bit, off put. So that is something he has. He's not totally useless, but he's very, very overrated, and that's because United for the last 18 months they have been trying to do this very cringe stuff with Højlund, Menu, and Garnacho. You remember when they were sitting on the ad board and you said like hang it in the Louvre and all that nonsense. So that's why when you do stuff like that, you are trying to elevate a player who is not at that level. Trying to make him look good. But his ability doesn't condescend that. So yeah, that's a problem for Chelsea to deal when he gets him. Also with Maresca, I was looking at the Italian managers. Those guys don't take any BS. I don't know if you saw this clip of Roberto De Zerbi in Marseille. Where he was fighting a player and he said, "Oh, go call your agent." And Maresca, I just saw that he has been nominated for the Manager of the Year award. He's like one of the nominees. So, when you are, especially for a manager who's come from Leicester to being a contender for Manager of the Year, winning the Club World Cup and a Conference League, he will have an ego himself as well. So you cannot do all those things which you did at United. You cannot have your idiot brother tweeting wrong stuffs about Cole Palmer. I'm sure you must be aware of that. When he was at United, his 17-year-old teenage brother, he was tweeting some irresponsible stuff about Cole Palmer. So that's not going to work. So I mean that is a problem which you guys have to deal with, or it could be you could revitalize him. But I think he'll at best be a bench player. I don't see him displacing Neto, Xavi Simons, and all the 100 wingers you've got else. And you mentioned this thing which I absolutely have to say, like, it's a bit of a jealousy towards Chelsea that if you don't perform within 2 seasons, you're getting shipped. They are not going to give you time. It's not like you will have multiple loans. We might loan you to Strasbourg, we might loan you to here and there, but if you don't do well, you're getting sold. I just saw you made 200 million worth of sales, selling players like Matt Wakey, all these Marc Guehi. I mean, who's that guy? That Armando Broja. You sold him for 20 million. That guy has been injured for every time I've known him. 20 million. I mean, which club? That is ridiculous. 20 million for a
he
player
went
who
to Burnley.
was barely kicked the ball.
Yeah.
Ogochukwu, I do agree. I think he's worth that money because I see there is some bit of a player there. So that's a good deal for Burnley.
Yeah.
But 200 million worth of sales on top of winning the Club World Cup. So I think that's whatever you say about Chelsea, you know.
We just saw them also, our academy product. His name is Bashir Humphreys. Many people don't know him because he didn't play for
I don't know him.
the first team. But
For
we
how
saw
much?
them for 12.5 million.
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of literally, man, that's like, you know, bunch of nobody is getting sold for more than 10 million, and that all reflects back into PSR. And you guys have to do it because your sources of revenue aren't that good because you don't have a big stadium.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that's
we don't
always
have a
going to
big
impact
stadium, we
you.
still-
Yeah, so you have to raise some money from somewhere, and this is this is like the gold standard of selling players. Everyone has to look into it. That's what we are trying to do. We are trying to buy all these young players, you know, under 25-year-old, and eventually sell them in the later down the line for, you know, at least 25 million, which reflects back into PSR because our turnover is more than 600 million. Now imagine if you can add on to that what Chelsea are doing. So, yeah, man, that is. You can obviously say if Garnacho doesn't work in 3 years, he will only be 23, and you can get him. You know, you can get your money back at least. So he's going to only
we're gonna
cost you
ship
40 million.
He's gonna go and replace Ronaldo at Al Nassr
Yeah,
because by
I
that
will say,
time Ronaldo is gonna be done, and then the next GOAT is gonna be Garnacho. The problem with Garnacho is he thinks that he is that level. He thinks that he's good. He's Ronaldo, Messi, but he's not. Like that brother need to cool himself down a little bit to be humble, you know. And I like the fact that in certain clubs back in the old generation where the kids like that, they used to clean like the older players' boot. Like they
It
put the
used
boot
to happen
there.
at United.
Yeah.
David Beckham, all these people, they had to clean the boots, and
Clean.
till they got out of the academy, they weren't allowed to wear colored boots. Everything has to be black.
Exactly.
That was the Sir Alex Ferguson rule.
That is very important. People just don't understand how important that is to teach the kid to ground themselves. Say, yes, you're gonna become a big star, superstar, probably better than me, but you have to start somewhere. There's a hierarchy here, respect. And yeah, imagine Sir Alex Ferguson with Garnacho, and you're coming with your shoes. Your shoes didn't tie your laces or whatever. He's gonna ban you he's gonna fine you like 2 weeks salary, and you're gonna be frozen or whatever. Those kids need discipline. Now it's don't tell me what to do. Freedom. Come on, man.
Yeah, freedom fighter Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, freedom Sancho. What do you think about Rashford so far? Like, did you watch some of the preseason?
No, I
stuff?
haven't watched any of his highlights. I saw he scored 1 goal. I don't know, like similar to Garnacho, you know, with Barcelona, they don't have any affiliation with Rashford. So he's not like from the academy where you can, you know, get by just because you fed some kid. That's not going to work there, you know. They are very ruthless if you don't perform, especially when you have the likes of Rafinha, Yamal, and all those guys. It's very hard for you to break in. You're not going to be playing as a centre forward there. You're not going to be replacing Lewandowski. You know, he's still a very capable striker. So yeah, we'll see. I'm just happy that someone covered his wages because that was a big problem for us. You know, more than 300 grand a week. And if we can somehow sell him for 35 million, that will be brilliant, you know, because that's pure profit. But I don't know. I just don't feel like Barcelona, despite their even if he does well there, I don't think they'll buy him because they already got too many problems registering players. They had to wait for half a season to register Dani Olmo. So I don't know, like what their financial situation is, and I haven't seen any like the big links this transfer window to Barcelona. I don't even know like who did they buy? Like apart from Rashford,
they just bought Rooney. I don't know.
Yeah, Rooney Baji, right? That was for 2 million. Yeah, that was for 2 million.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but they haven't signed anyone significant, right?
No, I don't think so. But the problem with them is they have one of or probably the best academy in the world. They are going to promote somebody from out of the blue, and you see, wow, this kid is good. So
maybe like some next Iniesta or someone.
Yeah, they might promote somebody that you never heard of, and you are like, oh my goodness, who is this kid? So,
Yeah.
they are good on promoting their own. But also, I think going back to their stadium, the new stadium is gonna open this coming season here. The new Bernabeu, I think they might generate more revenue from there, because now it's more than just a football stadium. It's just a lot of event there.
Yeah.
You can play tennis there. You can play rugby there. So I think they're gonna try to monetize that stadium as much as they can, so that also could help with registering players and all the good stuff. So, yeah. I think very soon, in 1 or 2 seasons, I think Barcelona are gonna come back to the the good level financially to start like going on the market and buying big huge players.
Yeah, they almost made the Champions League final. This last season. If it wasn't for Inter,
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah, they already got a very good team. And I think they'll probably need another striker next season with Lewandowski getting goals. So it was a good time for us to get Sesko, because I don't see what is the next bunch of good strikers, because this guy, we have got Sesko. Isak is probably moving to Liverpool. So who's the next good striker out there?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably when it starts clashing and the Ekitike flops at Liverpool, and then when I try to sell him and keep his Isak. But the good thing is, every single window you're gonna have the newcomers, not necessarily the experience that you want, but you're gonna always find some newcomers that will impose themselves in their teams, and you start noticing them. So that is a good thing. But yeah, you are right, because those rare names, especially people who can score goals, they are very, very rare to find. But they are always, you can find somebody there to just accommodate why they are very rare to find those Lewandowski or Ronaldo and people like that. It's Van Nistelrooy. They are rare, but every season you're gonna find somebody who can help you do the job.
You guys are starting the next season with João Pedro as your number 9. Is it confirmed, or you're going with Delap, or what's happening there?
I think there will be rotation, but I think they can even play together, because João Pedro he pretty much can play in every position in front. That is the advantage. Delap also can do that. Maresca doesn't like players who can just only do one thing. He likes the player to interchange all the time, changing position to confuse the opposition. So I think in some games we are going to see Delap top there, because he's a proper number 9, while João Pedro is more of a hybrid, in the pocket, dropping back, kind of everything really from that guy. And I'm suspecting we have a game tomorrow, actually, against the Ten Hag Leverkusen team at Stamford
Yeah, and I
Bridge.
hope you break that, smash them, because with Ten Hag, although he won us 2 trophies, the amount of PTSD that guy has given us in terms of players and his agency trying to smuggle out money. I mean, we have been set back by at least 2 years because of Ten Hag. Good for winning the cups and all that, but there was a big money laundering going on. I'm pretty much sure.
He
This
really
SCG
brought
agency.
a lot of dead wood. I don't know if he was getting
Yeah.
paid. Anthony, 80 million, or such and such, like a 75 million on Rasmus, or 70 million on 65, or whatever it was. He really spent a lot of money, but it is what it is. So my brother just disconnected, Mr. Skylar. Thank you so much for helping my brother. I'm gonna be here and until all the nominees of the the Ballon d'Or are known. So I'm gonna stay here, talk about transfer window, talk about many other things. If you have time to come and join us, you can join us. If you don't have time, no problem. You can just smash the like button. So, best clubs in the world, or Ballon d'Or for the best club. PSG are there. Chelsea also been nominated. Okay. PSG been nominated. Well, I think PSG are gonna win it because they won the Champions League, Ligue 1, the League Cup, the Super Cup also in France. They made it to the final of the Club World Cup. They didn't win it, but they did good. And I think they might beat Tottenham Hotspurs to win UEFA Super Cup. So PSG are slightly ahead of Chelsea. But me, as a Chelsea fans, if you ask me who deserved to win that prize of the best team in the world, is going to be Chelsea, because we beat everybody to win it. You know, you don't have to look far. You have just to accept the fact that Chelsea beat PSG in the final of the Club World Cup, and the rest is history. All right, so we're still waiting for the main nominees. Still scrolling here to see, but it's not updated yet. For the best managers of in the world, I think Enzo Maresca been nominated. Hansi Flick, of course, Luis Enrique is there. So it's gonna be a very, very good, tough competition for many, many people. All right. Okay. So this is what we got. Let me refresh again and see if there is some more things. Okay, coming up, the Ballon d'Or nominees. Very, very soon, they are going to give us the list of 30 men footballers that are going to be nominees. So I'm still here for a little while. If you want to join me, you can do so. If you don't want to join me, smash the like button. That's it. All right. Let me go here and double check what is happening. This is my page here on Twitter. If you want to follow me, let's follow each other. Green Turf is my page. Let me go and search on some update when it comes to transfer news. Wilfried Ndidi, remember him? My brother from Niger. He moved from Leicester City to Bekistas. So in Bekistas, he's going to play with Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham plays for them. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the manager over there at Bekistas. 9 million fee from Leicester. Here we go. This brother, at some point, he was so strong that many people said he is the next N'Golo Kante. But you know what? Kante is going to be Kante, and Ndidi is going to be Ndidi. Moises Caicedo is going to be Moises Caicedo. They are not the same players. But Ndidi, good luck. Congratulations for making a move from the Championship to the Turkish League. Okay, so for the Coaches of the Year nominees, as you can tell here, Luis Enrique, Antonio Conte, Enzo Maresca, Hansi Flick, Arne Slot. Arne Slot. La 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 la. Remember the song? From Jurgen Klopp. Da, 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 da. Who's going to win? I think it's going to be Luis Enrique. And the second one is going to be Enzo Maresca. Because what he was able to achieve in the Club World Cup, well, Conference League, it doesn't count that much, but I think he did a great job in the Club World Cup. So Enrique is going to win it, in my opinion. Okay, what else? What else is happening? Trey Manchester United fan. He said, friendly reminder, Arsenal only signed Gyökeres because Sesko rejected them. But remember the same trade said, what he said? He said paying 80 million on Sesko is just the act of desperation or something. So he criticized Arsenal for wanting to pay 80 million on Sesko, and now he changed because Sesko is signing for Manchester United. He flipped and then start criticizing Gyökeres and said that Sesko rejected them. This guy he's a gimmick, you know. He's a gimmick. He says things knowing they are false, but for engagement, interaction, because that's how you get money on social media. So he's a very good businessman. What's that? Deal done for what? Here we go. What is the guy? Nottingham Forest just signed somebody else from Blackburn, or Blackpool, not Blackburn. Blackpool has signed what? Blackburn. Oh, not even Nottingham Forest. What I'm talking about? Blackpool. Come on, drink some coffee, man. Blackpool have signed forward Dale Taylor from Nottingham Forest. You see? This is the danger of starting reading from the end to the beginning. You have to start from the beginning to the end. Fee of 1 million only, 4-year contract. Okay. So I think he was in the academy or something. Mr. Taylor. Anthony Taylor. All right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this one. Let's go. Jadon Sancho is wanted by Inter. Inter are considering to make a move for him if they fail to sign Lookman from Atalanta. I don't think they are the same players. I think Lookman got more pace, got more overall really game. Yeah. But I still believe that Lookman is going to go to Inter. He put in a transfer request, even though it's still complicated for them to let him go. But I think, yeah, I don't see Sancho at Milan, Inter Milan. I think he might go back to Dortmund for another loan with option to buy. And Manchester United could take half of his salary. He can, because he doesn't want to leave and leave the money on the table. And remember, Sancho also been linked with Juventus. So it's gonna be interesting to see where Mr. Sancho is gonna end up next season. Which is sad, like, why always Sancho? He literally don't have pre-seasons for a few years now because he need to join the team when the season already started. So I don't know, man. Sancho, it's time for you to be humble. Be humble, go to a so-called smaller team or whatever. Play football. Who knows? You might make it to the national team with England, you know. So, but he loves his money. He doesn't want to take a no for an answer. He want to really get every single penny that he feels he deserves in his contract at Manchester United. So the nominee for the Yasin Trophy, which is the best goalkeeper in the world, we have Donnarumma, Lucas Chevalier, Oblak, Raya, Sommer, Matzel, Emi Martinez, Thibaut Courtois, Alisson Becker, and Yasin Bono. Where is my GOAT, Robert Sanchez? I am not taking this. I want Robert Sanchez to be on the list. Look at the final against PSG. How can you not put Robert Sanchez in this list? I don't know. This is beyond me. You know, this is so disrespectful to the GOAT. Because no Robert Sanchez, no party. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Much appreciate your love and support, your likes and dislikes. Please let continue to push. Let's get at least 50 likes. You know, if you haven't, please do it, man. It's just 1 second. Let's do it, man. Let's get some likes. The more you like, the more people will join us. That's how it works. Okay, so we already talked a lot about this Garnacho situation. Chelsea value Garnacho at 30 million and have left talks late in the window, walking under the impression here the price will drop. United are asking crazy, ridiculous amount of money, 70 million. Nobody's gonna pay that money. Chelsea hope to get him between 30 million and 40 million. That's fair enough. Okay, so this team here was made by Transfer News Live. Okay. So look at the lineup. Robert Sanchez, Fofana, Jorrel Hato, James. No Cucurella. Okay, Caicedo, Fernandez, Simons, Palma, Garnacho, João Felix. It's not gonna happen. This is not the starting 11 for Chelsea. It's not that. Not really. Hato is gonna be on the bench. Put Cucurella there. I don't count on Fofana because he's injury prone. But if he's fit, of course it's going to be Jorrel and Fofana. Jorrel is injured, by the way. I don't see also Simons all of a sudden starting for Chelsea. It's going to take time for him to impose himself. So a midfield of Caicedo, Fernandez, and Simons. Not bad, but I don't see it happening. João Pedro in front. Or behind the striker. Why not play two? Garnacho definitely not. It's gonna be Bino Gittens. Jamie Gittens. Jamie Bino Gittens. Yeah, I don't see this lineup happening, but it's entertaining though. Gives you something to talk about. Okay, Maresca just said that Estevao is like Palma, and also Estevao can play everywhere in the attack, right winger, cam, and left winger. Yeah, he said that. He said that he's like Palma, but we need to see. I have all the interviews in my channels, people, by the way.
You sort of see him fitting in.
I will answer on that.
Where do you see him fitting in the team in terms of what position? Is it out wide as a number 10? Where do you think he can fit in?
He can play everywhere. He's so good. And for me, it's like goal in terms. Careful. It's like goal in terms of position. He can play outside. He can play inside. He can play everywhere. In our 5 attacking position, for me, he can play everywhere.
And there's so much sort of talk around and excitement. Is your biggest challenge to try and control that and try and take the pressure off his shoulders?
Yeah, it's on him. Probably with him, it's a little bit more. We need to pay a little bit more attention because, first of all, he's from the other part of the world, and also it's very, very young. So it's we need to pay attention. As I said, not under pressure. Give him, happiness. Give him time. He needs to adapt. Hopefully, we can give him minutes, so he's even more happy. But for sure, it's talent player.
Yeah.
No, for me, the biggest mistake we can do with him is to put him under pressure in terms of he's very young, he needs to adapt. I met him for the first time in USA when we played against Palmeiras. He's fantastic player. He's very young. He's happy boy. He's always laughing, typical from Brazilian guy, and we need to keep him happy.
Okay, so that's what Maresca said about Mr. Estevao William. Let me double check if that is gonna take too much time. The Ballon d'Or nominees, and then I'm gonna have to leave because I have to walk at some point. I'm getting already tired waiting for this. I might have to make a video though. I might have to make a video about the main nominees. But as you can tell, other nominees like the goalkeepers of the year, the team of the year, Chelsea, Liverpool, PSG, Botafogo, Barcelona. The manager of the year, and then we have women goalkeepers of the year. Trophy Kopa also, which is like for young players. Desiree Doué, Yamal, and all the bunch. So pretty much we covered many things. But if I have to wait here, I don't know how long it's gonna take. It looks like they are taking 1 hour to publish one name. And I have to walk. I have to do some other stuff. So probably very soon I'm gonna have to end the show and come back at some point tonight. And especially I'm gonna make a video for sure. I'm gonna make a video about everything, kind of summary about the nominees for the Ballon d'Or. Don't forget that tomorrow, we have a call-in show, watch along. Chelsea against Leverkusen. Enzo Maresca against Ten Hag. Stamford Bridge, under the light. Be there, put your notification on because we are going to enjoy the game together. Live from Stamford Bridge. Tomorrow is a big game. First game of the preseason for Chelsea. They started training on Monday. They are not much fit. I'm not trying to make excuses, but this is the truth. It's just like stating fact. So tomorrow is going to be a tough game. Leverkusen already started their preseason long ago. They are much fit. Chelsea are not much fit. I'm just stating facts here. Nothing else. As slowly and surely I'm going to disconnect because if I can wait, it's going to be it's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's going to be a problem because I don't know when this is going to be. So there you have it. I already gave you the headlines about every single thing, basically. Yeah, no update, still Ndidi and all the good stuff. Nothing new here. People are just repeating the same thing over and over again. Check on Fabrizio Romano before I leave. Strasbourg agree a deal with Norgerland for the defender Lucas Hogsberg. Okay, Strasbourg is the team. It's Chelsea little sister. You know what I mean? So there is nothing really here to report. Let me jump on Chelsea official account. If there is anything there good to discuss. No, still Estevao Willian. Interviews and stuff. And yesterday was trophy celebrations. 5 trophies were presented yesterday at Stamford Bridge to the fans. Women won 3 trophies, men 2 trophies. Lesley Ugochukwu signed yesterday for Burnley. That means he's like the third player. Broja, Humphreys, and Lesley Ugochukwu. So as you can see, nothing really special to report now. I wanted to finish this ceremony of Ballon d'Or nominees, but I have to work. I have to do some other things. I thought it was going to be very, very quickly, bam, 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 done. But they are taking like 1 hour to publish one name. So it's just taking too much time. Much appreciate your love and support. It was a very good show. Very, very good show. God bless you. On your way out, smash the like button. Put your notification on. Go to the Green Turf YouTube channel and watch more videos.